in this video I will show you two positions from the game Cats and Dogs for you to analyze. The exercises are of level easy and advanced. On top of that, I will try to explain you some nuances of this game with these examples actually that are taken from real games from my students. So as always, you can stop the video, try to get your own solutions, and in the end compare your thoughts to mine. In this very first game, it's Blue's turn, and the first question is what is the best move, and the second question is who will win the game. The second position is looking like this, and it's Blue's turn, and again the first question is what is the best move in this position. And if you're feeling confident, you can also try to analyze the game to the end and tell me who is winning this game. So let's compare our solutions. This is the first position, and it's Blue to move. Here there are three possible choices, and usually, especially in chess, 3 is not a large number. You can actually calculate all of them. And we start with one with the white squares. Actually, my students did continue with a white square and lost the game since, for example, if we start on g8, red continues with h7. Now there are no more squares left. All of the black ones are covered, and that means that Blue, whose turn it is right now, cannot move and he loses the game. The same happens if Blue continues to h7, then red continues to g8. Now there's only one turn left for Blue to play, namely the square h6. Red has also one on f8, but now this was the final turn. There are no more squares left, and that means Blue's turn it is again, and he cannot continue further. That means all that we have left to check is the square on h8. And actually Blue wins pretty convincingly since red has only one possibility of playing to f8. Now it's Blue's turn, and Blue has actually two full moves that he can play, h7 and h6. That means now it's red's turn and he cannot continue, means Blue wins the game. This is simply an example that it's really worthwhile to calculate a bit ahead. And in case you thought about this position, let's say about a minute, then you should really think whether, I assume that you have played the game already, that usually your move took only 5 seconds. And 5 seconds is really not enough time to think about anything. Therefore, try to make your thoughts, take your time, and try to make real moves. Calculate ahead if you need to. You have the time, and this will make a difference between losing and winning a game, as you have seen in this example. In the next case, in the second position, it's Blue's turn, and there is a very best move in this position, and this move is to play as a piece to b2. Why it is a best move? Simply, if we avoid it, omit it, then red will do the same. And once he gets there, then he has another square covered for him, reserved. We cannot take it away, so he wins 2 squares, so to say, with just one move. Therefore, it's really important for us to play our move to b2, just to, prophylactically take away b1 from the red's, control. and now we have a fighting chance. It doesn't mean that we win straight away, it's just obviously the very best move in this position. Now if you tried to calculate the whole game till the end, then you would have thought about what is the best move of red. And there is actually a small trap, namely if we just color every possible move in this color, then you see something interesting, and it's actually that these two squares are belonging to red anyway, doesn't matter what blue does. That means the main important square is the square on the 3 because blue can also occupy it. So the very best move from red would be to, understand it and playing his own piece to a 3. Now it's blue again, and there are only 2 squares left, these two f8 and e8, so red has only 2, also 2 squares that he can occupy, and in the end there is nothing left to play, and this position is won by red. Now you should be thinking about was the task itself impossible? And actually no, it wasn't impossible, since my main question was not to win the game for blue at the beginning, but instead to ask what is the best move that blue can play, and that was the best move. At the same time, blue did make a trap, so red could have potentially also lost the game with an incorrect move by himself. But most importantly, with this example, I want to show you that it is really important to have a good, solid basic strategy and playing a good first moves, because they will decide the outcome later in the game. And sometimes even the best play in the end game won't save you from a loss. But instead, you need really to focus and do your best from the very first move in the start of the game. And this is not in every game the case, therefore this is the reason why this game is actually hard. Also, to the end, I would like to show you an interesting detail, in case you noticed it. Actually, the starting position itself is impossible. I did actually take it from my students, but if you regard the central squares, and blue obviously started the game, red did occupy a central square that he was not allowed to occupy. In this case, this was a game, so it's still fine, we can continue, but it's for you as players to see that the rules are upheld. But finally, my main point is this game is hard, and I know it's hard, but at the same time, so is chess, checkers, and every other game that is of competitive value. Try to do your best. You cannot play perfectly, even I cannot play the game perfectly, I assume. But the main point is not playing perfectly, but just really doing your best, and all you have to do is just to be better than your opponent. If you have learned some new nuances about the game, then I wish you good luck in the progress while playing this game. And do your best, beat your opponents, and make your army win the game. Good luck!